Welcome back, friends, to another video tutorial. My name is Fotini. We are going to make a really cool Christmas tree ornament. So I have an event that that is coming up where we do a little small exchange amongst some friends, and I was thinking about what I could give that is more personal. And I think this year, with my paper crafting getting more and more involved, I wanted to do something handmade and from the heart. So I am using a bunch of different Stampin' Up! Products to create this pretty ornament. And if you really wanted to, and I didn't think of it until just now, you could create the other side as well, because this is double-sided paper. This is the Wood Textures DSP, and I didn't even think of that until just now as I said it. So that might be something I might do. And you can hang it and it could spin around. My original idea was to have it, you know, be either on a door or on a Christmas tree, so you only wanted one side. But I guess you could do both sides if you want to hang it somewhere in a window where it could be seen on both sides. So we're using a bunch of different things, and I'm going to try not to make this be super long. I'll show you what we're going to use. So we're going to just do some stamping first to get all that out of the way. And we're going to use Real Red to stamp the sentiment of Snowflake Sentiments, which is wrapped in the warmth of Christmas. And we're also going to use, so we have several stamp sets that we're going to use, so bear with me. Everything will be listed on the description below, and look out for my blog post that is going to also be updated with this information. So we're just stamping on a piece of scrap wrapped in the warmth of Christmas. And we're going to use our 2-inch punch, and we're just going to push that up. It pops open. We're going to slide that in. Let's get it centered. Oop, I should have cut it a little bigger. Right there. Punch it out. All right. Okay. So we have that part. Now we're going to use a very small stamp from the Carols of Christmas. This little holly and holly berry with leaf. It's really small. It's right here. And I wanted to add something here at the bottom of this, the bottom of the circle. So because I want the green and the red to pop through, I'm using our Stampin' Right markers. This is Garden Green and Real Red. And I'm using the paintbrush tip. And we're going to just paintbrush right here onto the leaves. And this allows you to get 2 colors on one stamp. You can do this with any stamp, with any colors. If you ever want to, for example, you could have done warmth of Christmas and done one color with one marker and another in the other. So the options are up to you. So we did that one. Now I'm going to do the little berries. Hopefully, oops, sorry. Just wanted to make sure you guys were, actually, I was in frame. So here we go. Just going to take a little bit of scrap paper, just in case I stamp off, which I don't intend to, but so then I blow a little breath, as they say, to bring life to the stamp, and there you go. The other thing we're going to do to this little circle is I'm going to use my dauber. These are finger daubers. You just put them on your finger like this, and you dip them into your ink. And I'm just going to sponge the edges, and you just flick downward. Of course, you can make it more or less, depending on the effect that you want. I just want this to pop a little bit because I'm putting it on top of a white doily, and I want it to kind of show through. Okay, you could put it down and go in circles if you want to make more of a sponged effect. I just wanted a light shadow. So that is done. And we are done with Real Red. So this component is finished. The next component that we have is we are going to make our little gingerbread person. So that is in the Cookie Cutter Christmas, and it comes as a bundle. You can get the cookie cutter, which cuts out all these little people plus the reindeer all with the same punch. Extremely versatile. I love this punch. So we're going to stamp my little man. I have early espresso, and I'm going to use a piece of scrap of very vanilla. I've seen all different combinations as far as like crumb cake and whisper white. I just wanted to make a little bit of a contrast because I am using white on the other pieces of paper that we have. So, okay, so we have him there. And then to punch him out, I think I might have to cut it a little. Let's cut out the little man. This is just because the paper's too big to slide in. And notice that the way to punch is the feet first. So if you were doing like the reindeer, make sure the antlers go first. And we just line it up. It looks good to me. Let me punch it out. And we're done the second part. We'll leave that there. Okay. So now we're moving on and we're going to our Mary Cafe. Mary Cafe, we're using this cup here, the cup and the lid. Now you ask, what's the difference between using that and the Coffee Cafe? Well, I want my lid to be white, so I just wanted a black outline. This one actually stamps the entire thing in the color that you're going to ink it up with. So that is one of the differences. As far as the cup size, let's see. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same. The image is a little different. It's a little kind of like dotted as opposed to this image, which is more straight lined. I guess size-wise, they look to be about the same. So I just happened to grab the Mary Cafe. So that's what we're going with. So here we have this, and we're going to take out the lid. And we're stamping both in the same color. So we have our cup, we have our lid, okay, and I just need a piece of scrap for the lid, which I have here, and I need a piece of DSP from the Merry Little Christmas stamp packet, 12 by 12 sheets. These are double-sided, so I'm going to use this. It has a, to me, it looks like a Christmas theme with the trees, so we're just going with that. Okay, so first I'm going to ink up. This is archival black ink, and we're just going to make a name impression. So our cup is going to be the DSP pattern, and our lid is going to be white. And I'm just trying to save your scraps, people. We need them. There you go. So we're done with that too. So the only other thing that we need to do is use our Big Shot. And there are coordinating thinlits, which many of you probably know because I've done videos using them before. I'm just going to bring this here, kind of clear out some space here. You don't really want to see what my desk looks like. So we're just going to turn this around so you guys can see. So I'm putting on my lid and my cup, and I'm going to take the thinlits that coordinate, which are coffee cup framelits, actually not thinlits, and I'm going to put the one here if he wants to cooperate. If they don't want to cooperate, you could use a little washi tape. So let's see if this guy wants to cooperate. He's good. And this one, not so good. So let me grab a piece of washi tape. Sorry about that. Okay. Come on. We have a cup. And we have a lid. Okay. So let's put this piece together. So what I do with this one is I use a little bit of, where did I put it? Here it is. I use a little bit of liquid glue. I'm almost done. I actually need to order more. And I just put it on the bottom part that is going to stick to my cup. Okay. It gives you a minute to adjust. So now we have that. All right. So now you're going to need to use, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Now you need to use your scoring tool. This is Stampin' Up! Scoring tool. I really like it. It has easy measurements here at the top. Let me raise you so you guys can see. There we go. It has easy measurements here at the top, and you can use these markers. And we're just going to take, this is Wood Textures Designer Series paper. It comes in 6x6 like this, which is perfect because you don't have to cut anything. And we need 2 sheets to make the ornament. And we're going to score every 1/2 inch. So we're just going to start here and do a 1/2. We're going to do 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5, oops, and 1/2. We're going to turn it 15 degrees or 45 degrees. No, 15 degrees. I'm right. And we're going to go to 3 and score down. And we're going to do the same thing. Try and make sure that your papers, if they're patterned, that you're scoring them the same direction and on the same side. So we're doing 1/2, 1, 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, 3 1/2, 4, 4 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, and that's 6. Turn it around and come down the middle at 3. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish these, but over and under. So first I'll do the center one. And I'll open that out. And we'll go up, and then I flip it and go in. And I'm going to flip it, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to flip it and go in. So it's starting to make like an accordion, okay? Okay. Gets a little thick from the top sometimes, so I can go from underneath and do it as well, just to make sure you have a nice crease. So there you go. That's one, and you do the same thing. Up, under, flip it. Now that it gets a little thick, I'm going to push from the bottom here. Okay. So now you have two pieces. Make sure they're the same direction. Okay. Now you're going to pull out your tear and tape. I recommend tear and tape. Do not use snail. I don't think it will hold like you want it to. So what I did initially was I have that middle score line that we did right here. I'm just going to bend it to make like a fan. You know how you were a kid and used to always make little fans with the paper? Same idea. I just kind of creased it and just pressed down. It might buckle a little. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but if you happen to have a suggestion, comment it below and I would be definitely happy to share with everyone. So what I did here was now I put tape, tear and tape on the one side, and because we fan that close, I'm going to peel off the tear and tape, burnish it a little, and I'm basically going to fold it to itself, making sure that my edges are aligned. Okay, so it's like a half a fan. Okay, and do the same thing to this one. I'm going to fold. Okay, open it back up, put a piece of tear and tape on the one side. Burnish it down. Peel off this backing. And just line up this side as well. So now you're going to end up having two fans, which, you know, in itself looks pretty. Again, so now we have to connect these to make one big one. So we're going to put tear and tape on the bottom of one. I guess we could have put the tear and tape all at one time and then peeled, but I didn't think of that. So FYI, if you would like to put your tear and tape and just don't peel it until you're ready on one of them, that is an option. Okay, I'm going to peel this off and we're going to line up. Again, remember to use the right sides of your papers. And we're going to just line it up. Okay, press. And then we're going to peel this side off. Sometimes this is the hardest part, people. I don't have nails. And we're just going to bring this all the way around. Okay, just make sure that it's all. Now you can use whichever side you might like. I think I like this side better. We're going to take a doily, and that's going to be our base. It's going to go right here. So we have to add all of our components. So we're going to pop up this on dimensionals, and I'm using some of my end pieces here. So I'm going to take this wrapped with warm wishes, and I'm going to put it in the center, but I want to put behind it this. So what we're going to just do is use our snail. Where did snail go? And on the, it's going to go like that. So we're going to just put some snail here on the right side. Off center it. Okay. So this is going to kind of go right here, right in the circle where the pattern is. It's just basically snuggling right there. And then we're going to put a little bit of snail and tuck Mr. right here. And you can even leave his hand on the outside just for more of an effect. Oops, stay down. Okay. So then now, I had put snail originally, and then I didn't think it was going to stick because of the way this is. So I'm going to attempt to just use some liquid glue, spreading it around. Let me see if I can use my hand. And we're going to take this and put it right there. Oh, I forgot something. I know what I forgot. And you're going to see that it makes a difference if you add it. I forgot to put the topper. So how about, I forgot the topper. So the topper is this teeny tiny little thing right here. Your stir, I guess your stir or whatever you want to call it when you get coffee. And I forgot to make that. So I'm just using some scrap. I'm just going to run it through really quick. It makes a difference because it ties in all that red. Excuse my arm. Something so small, yet it really does bring it all together. Okay, and so with this one, I'm taking a little bit of, just a dab. A dab will do ya. If I can get the dab to come out. There it goes. Now I put too much. And I forgot it. But that's okay. We can still add it. And I'm just going to put it right in the center. Okay. And then the last piece, because it is an ornament, we have to punch a hole. So I'm going to basically find, on my demo one that I did, I actually had aligned it where I had my points meet, so I was able to just punch a hole here. I didn't do that on this one, which probably I should have, and I can, because I'll just take this off and turn it around and put it right there because it hasn't set. Liquid glue is great. So I'm just going to punch a hole right here. And I have some ribbon. And I'm just going to thread the ribbon through, doubling it up through the hole. If you have problems doing this part, I actually use, this is a small hole punchy thing. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. So sometimes you can use your little piercing tool to kind of help you get it started. So I get it started, I open up this loop. You know, pretty standard, you just put it right through. Okay, so that's not going anywhere, but I gotta tie the top so that we can hang it, or my guest, or the person I'm giving it to can hang it. And of course, like I said before, you could decorate the other side as well. I think I have an idea coming for family and friends gifts that I want to make, and stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to post that later today. I have an idea of how to use the double-sided paper and use both sides. So there you go. You have yourself a very cute and festive little ornament that is so you can make it so personal, wrong word. And I think it's great to give as a gift. I think everybody would be very happy to have one, especially made with love from you. So thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified for more videos. And all the information will be down below in the descriptions, and I'll have a link to my blog where I will have this posted up shortly. So don't forget to visit that, www.Fotini's Stampin' Spot. And I am Fotini. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Have a great Wednesday.